Chidimma Adetshina has withdrawn from the Miss South Africa pageant. This comes after the Patriotic Alliance instituted urgent legal action against Adetshina and Miss South Africa in order to prevent her from participating.
South Africa, I'm disappointed in you. The Miss South Africa finalists were recently announced, and there was a contestant by the name of Chidimma Adetshina. She's Nigerian who grew up in South Africa, born in South Africa. She's been getting a lot of backlash because a lot of South Africans believe that she should not be competing because she's not really South African. When Chidimma was announced as one of the finalists for Miss South Africa, people started doing research on her background. They found out that her father is Nigerian and that her mother is South African with Mozambican roots. I've seen on social media that a lot of people are saying that she's not a real South African, despite her saying that she was actually born in Soweto and grew up in Cape Town. This has been an ongoing situation for not only her, but a lot of Africans who live in South Africa.
Xenophobia violence seems to be spreading among foreign nationals here. In Germiston, east of Johannesburg, most shopkeepers from countries like Ethiopia, Somalia, and other parts of Africa have closed their businesses in anticipation of looting.
What's happening to Chidimma is an example of xenophobia. It's an example of why South Africa will struggle to progress forward. Addressing xenophobia in South Africa requires a multifaceted approach, including economic development, better integration of immigrants, community dialogue, and a stronger law enforcement. Building a more inclusive society that is recognized and values diversity is crucial for reducing xenophobic attitudes and violence.
South Africans have an insane mindset to have towards African people, as opposed to white contestants being in the same Miss SA competition who come from European descent. South Africa's unemployment rate is at 33.5% as of 2024. I recently just got back from South Africa and they have an app that they use to go on their phones to let them know when the electricity is going to cut. But South Africans are worried about whether or not a Nigerian girl who grew up in South Africa is South African or not. It caused such an uproar for that, as opposed to an uproar for the economic decline that South Africa is currently facing. The blatant xenophobia in South Africa is an issue, and that will always be South Africa's downfall. Africa in general, we need to progress, we need to be better, we need to come together. Regardless if you're Nigerian, regardless if you're Zimbabwean, Botswana, Lesotho, Mozambique, if you're in that African continent, we're supposed to be one. Thank you for watching.